everyone, welcome to our next Culture Q&A episode. This one is a special one because we're going to be interviewing our first hire. This is Caitlan Eidt. She's from the United States and she's living in San Sebastián. So Caitlan, tell us all about yourself and how did you end up in San Sebastián?
Hey John, thanks for having me over. Like you mentioned, I am from the US, but I am from the South, from Mississippi. Let's see, I'm a twin and I absolutely love to travel and I'm a massive foodie. So after I finished my degree in the US, I moved to South Korea where I taught English for 2 years, and then I backpacked by myself through Southeast Asia for a couple of months and made my way over here to Spain. It had always been my dream to come live in Spain after studying Spanish in high school and university. So I had the pleasure of living in Madrid for 2 years, and now I am finishing up my Master of International Business here in the Basque Country.
And tell us, Caitlan, what made you want to stay in Spain? What do you really appreciate about Spanish culture?
So one thing I absolutely adore about Spain, and one of the major reasons why I decided to stay, was because of the amazing food here, especially here in Basque Country. People really take a lot of pride in the time that they prepare the food, the time they spend with their families to share time and really enjoy all parts of life. And that's something I think is really special, especially coming from the States and having lived in Korea where everything's go, 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 do, do, do. There's a bit more of a relaxed pace here that I think is very special and I enjoy immensely.
Yeah, for sure. The food really is a major selling point about Spain. Well, you've lived in San Sebastián and in Madrid, so how have you experienced the differences between the two cities and regions?
So when I lived in Madrid, everything was new and everyone spoke just Spanish. And I realized there that Spaniards from all across the country came to the capital. So I didn't notice any regional differences until I came here to San Sebastián. And I noticed Basque language was everywhere, which looks nothing like Castellano Spanish. So that was one of the biggest differences I noticed. And then I had heard ahead of time that the Basque people are a bit colder and might not be as friendly as the Southerners. But I was advised that once you make a Basque friendship, you'll be friends for life. So I find that some good ways to do this are to really show some appreciation for the Basque language, euskera, and really enjoy the different sports that they have here, and of course the pinchos and local gastronomy. So I think if you talk to Basque people about the local culture here, you'll be much more likely to make a Basque friend. I love both cities so much, but those are the major differences I found.
Okay, give us some cultural faux pas to avoid doing in Basque Country.
All right, so when you're in Spain, there are a few topics you should definitely avoid. Steer clear of Francisco Franco, Spanish Civil War, or ETA, you'll be in the clear.
And I'm sure you've got some great stories of experiencing culture shock when you lived abroad, so tell us some of them that you've experienced.
Well, of course, living abroad and speaking in a language that's not your native language lends itself to some pretty embarrassing situations. So recently I was talking to a few app developers and pitching the CultureMee app, and I was explaining to them that, with the do's and don'ts, this is a great app that helps you to not embarrass yourself. At least that's what I thought I had said. Apparently, embarazada, which sounds a lot like embarrassed, does not mean embarrassed at all. It actually means pregnant. So I told these fellas that this app would help them to not get pregnant. So, not the same. So anyways, they were really great about it, and it turned out to be a non-issue, and I'll definitely be looking over those lists of words that sound similar but are not. So that was one thing.
Caitlan, thank you so much for this Culture Q&A, and more importantly for joining the CultureMee team. Really enjoy these answers. I have to say I can't wait to get over to you in San Sebastián. Dean, myself, really love the whole food culture you've got going on there. I mean, it's with good reason it's called Disneyland for food lovers. I certainly have great memories when I was there a number of years ago, and I'm also looking forward to when you get on this side of the fence and ask a few Q&As yourself. So in any case, great to have you on board, and thanks everyone for listening in on this Culture Q&A episode.